We're using a log periodic, call it 5 dB. We'll check that in a minute. It covers the L2 with the 1227 cent that we'll be experimenting with. We're running 6 dB per division. What we're really looking for is relative difference. In effect, it's nulls and forward beam. It doesn't seem to be very omnidirectional. We're aware it's on a ground plane, but because of our need to solder to a very small pin without a probe set, we've had to lock it down, but it still gives us the understanding of why we may be having reception problems depending on the application and usage. So I'm using a plastic clamp to avoid detuning this log periodic as we probe it. This is roughly 4-inch distance to the front of the unit. I'm seeing on the order of 1, 2, 3, 4, when I'm just intimate with it, 3 inches say to the front, the antenna being underneath here, but the forward lobe, assuming we're talking about the bottom of the camera being the forward lobe. From the side, the antenna being right here now, same 3 inches. I see a drop of about 4 dB, so already that omnidirectionality is clearly refuted because I've dropped down at least 3 or 4 dB. Coming from the top of the unit around the camera, I see that I've dropped down more yet. Now I'm down about 10 dB, 8 dB I would say more likely, more like 10 dB from where my forward lobe is going at the bottom of the camera. Now coming from the other side, the side with the controls for volume and such. And now I'm seeing a very poor pattern. And it seems like it's in a null here. I'm actually seeing negative dB. There is some better performance at the edge of this band, but still it's negative dB. Coming from a top plane, we're looking similar to what we saw from the side without the volume buttons. Seeing it again here. No, maybe a little bit less. No, it's similar. I was right the first time. And then to show again, when we come from the bottom portion, we're almost off our plot there. This is meant to just show relative. It's not meant to be an absolute. This is just showing that the antenna is performing very non-omnidirectional. And a lot of that's going to be, it's a very small, very small capture area of the antenna. It's deep within some plastics underneath, a lot of radiating, I should say, metallizations that may be creating perceptions to the antenna of metallization causing detuning and so forth. And if we compute, which we will, the rough gain on it, it will be inefficient, as we saw with the watch antenna, where that's something on the order of 6 dB, which is nothing to write home about, but it reflects its very small capture area. This is the antenna used in the watch. It is very small. It's quite a bit less than a quarter wavelength at 1.2 gig.